Welcome to the channel, everyone. We're going to be back here in another realistic rebuild. This time we're going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins, and I'm excited about it. It is only my second time doing it, and I haven't done them, actually. I think it's been a real long time. So it was before I even added the XP sliders in, so I think we're going to have a decent time rebuilding it. It definitely is going to be a fun rebuild, so getting into it. You might be thinking, why do I have Duke Johnson? I did trade for him. All I traded was a 3rd round pick and a late 6th round pick. So I wanted to get Duke Johnson. It's because, you know, the Browns, I feel like he can be a star running back. They're just not giving him his chances. I mean, after they pick up Kareem Hunt, it's pretty obvious that he's not going to have really a starting role on the team. Because you got Nick Chubb and then Kareem Hunt. So I'm finally going to give Duke Johnson a chance. See if he can become that star running back that I think he can be. So we'll see there. Quarterback, definitely going to need to upgrade. Ryan Tannehill is not the answer. Yeah, probably going to try to get rid of Ryan Tannehill as soon as possible. Wide receivers, we're going to have Kenny Stills, who I'm hoping to keep long term, and Albert Wilson. Devontae Parker's contract actually comes up this year, so I did throw him on the trade block. I know it's a little crazy, but last time my receiver started to regress quite fast, and in 3 years he's going to hit the regression block. So I'm going to try to get some picks for him. We'll see what we get offered. Offensive line is pretty good. The tackles are going to be taken care of with Jawan James and Laramie Tunsil. So that looks pretty good. Interiorly, we're probably going to have to clean up there, try to rebuild that as a whole. Tight end, I do like Gesicki. I think he can be long-term here as well. So we'll see what he can do. Defensively here, we're going to have a decent defensive backfield with Minkah Fitzpatrick and Xavier Howard, who should be 2 good cornerbacks throughout the whole rebuild. And then maybe Bobby McCain can be that slot guy throughout the whole rebuild as well. Defensive line, Charles Harris, I'm going to start over Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake usually does retire after the first year. I'd like to get another defensive tackle to go along with Godchuk's here. And then obviously we're going to need to replace the right end because William Hayes and Robert Quinn is not going to be long-term answers. Free safety, we're going to have to upgrade there. And then strong safety, I did throw Rashad Jones on the trade block. I believe I did that the first rebuild as well. It's just he's 30 and he starts regressing. And, I mean, he has a pretty big cap hit. There's really no upside in keeping him. Long-term linebackers, we have 2 good ones with Baker here and McMillan. We just need to find an outside linebacker on the right side. And then we should be looking nice. So that's what our team is looking like. Albert Wilson, we do know he's a nice slot guy. So I'm excited to see what Duke Johnson can do. We'll see what he can do, though. We'll see what he can do. Go ahead and set our season goal. I think we're only going to get about 7 wins. I don't think it's going to be a successful year, but I'm hoping we can get a decently high draft pick, and I'll be back here and see if we get any trade offers. So as expected, we are getting some trade offers here for Devontae Parker, and I wouldn't say a 2nd round pick is too much of a reach for him. He does have a decent amount of upside. To be honest, I don't want to pay him. And I know his contract is up this year, and the Titans are willing to give up a crap ton for him. That's definitely what I'm going to accept there. So we're going to trade him to the Titans, and we're going to get a decent amount back. That's going to help us out. Back here at midseason, we are sitting at 4-4, which is a little surprising, to be honest. I didn't think we would be really competitors at all this first season, but we're 4-4, and we're actually tied for the division lead with the Patriots, and they're somehow 4-4. Players we're going to have to negotiate with. Let's go ahead and take a look. Cameron Wake, you know, I'm going to have to let him go along with William Hayes, Frank Gore. Going to sign Jawan James. And that's probably it, to be honest. Yeah, just only person I want to resign here is Jawan James. And I'm going to let everybody else go. So we should have a decent amount of cap here to go out in free agency and really make some decent signings. Alright, so we finished the season at 6-10, which I was hoping to finish worse in the league. To be honest, we do have a little bit more trade assets after we traded away Parker to the Titans. I might try to trade up for that #1 pick because I do have my eye on a quarterback in the draft that I'll let you guys know once we get there. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I guess we don't have many. Let's go ahead and upgrade Jawan James. I definitely want to get his overall up. I'm not going to go for scheme fit. I feel like when you go for scheme fit on the O-line, doesn't work out too much because I feel like the overall grade is more important than the scheme fit, to be honest. Jesus, Minkah Fitzpatrick, 7 upgrades? Oh my gosh. I guess let's go ahead and upgrade him. I mean, why not, dude? 7? Get that man-to-man upgraded a little bit. Hopefully we can get scheme fit with him. One would hope with 6 more upgrade points, we can get a scheme fit here. He must have had a monster year. I ain't ever seen that many upgrade points. 7? I mean, that's insane. He must have had some kind of year, dude. Just interception city over here for him. Gets a speed increase as well. Dude, he's going to be like an 87 overall. He's going to be up to an 86 overall as a rookie. Which is impressive, dude. It's really impressive. We're going to have to take a look at his stats and just see what he's looking like. Now, dude, look at his stats already. He's a rookie. That's insane. Patriots won the division slightly. Jets finished 9-7. Offensively, Ryan Tannehill has a Ryan Tannehill year. 3,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 picks, 59 completion rate. Not going to do it for us. Rushing the ball, Duke Johnson doesn't have a great year, but I'm going to kind of chalk that up to our interior O-line needs to be upgraded. It definitely does. Receiving the ball, Albert Wilson, 79 receptions, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Gesicki, 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. Amendola, 600 yards, 4. Kenny Stills, 650 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Duke Johnson doing work from the receiving game. Sacks-wise, Laramie Tunsil allows 13 sacks, but Jawan James only allows 4. Defensively, 128 tackles by Raquan McMillan, 110 by Fitzpatrick, 94 by Howard. Sacks we get 7.5 by Hayes, 6 by Wake, 4 by Godchecks, 4 by Alonzo. Interceptions, 4 by Fitzpatrick, which is a pretty good year for him. 2 by McDonald. Wasn't able to trade Rashad Jones. Nobody did offer anything for him. That could be something I could include to trade up, because I definitely want to go for that number 1 pick. Because like I said, I got my eye on a quarterback. We'll quickly see who won MVP. Deshaun Watson wins MVP. Wow, okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a trade done here. Actually, we'll go into free agency first, and then I'll try to get a trade done. But hopefully we can make some good signings at free agency, and then try to make that trade up to the number 1 overall pick. So we're here in free agency. Actually, not as much cap as I thought we had. Only about 50 mil. I'm going to offer 1 contract right now. I don't want to get too crazy. So we're going to offer a contract to Darrell Williams. I know that would mean our offensive line is going to be very highly paid, but if we're able to land Darrell Williams, I definitely would bounce Jawan James here to guard, where I think he fits a little better. He's not the strongest tackle, so I think he'd do a little bit better from the guard position. I could actually move him to a center, which would probably be the best decision. And other than that, there's not a whole lot of people here available that I'm interested in signing. So we'll see if we get Darrell Williams. We're offering him a decent amount of money, a lot of money. Probably a lot more than he's worth, to be honest, but we need an O-line right now. So we do land him. So I am going to bounce Jawoon James here to center. We'll see what his overall goes to. But let's go ahead and hop into the draft here. And actually, no, I have to try to attempt a trade here to try to trade up a little bit. So I'll see if I can't get that done. All right, so I'm going to attempt a trade here. The Raiders have the number 1 overall pick. So we're going to give up our 9th overall pick, Rashad Jones here, and a 2nd round pick, which I think would be fair. Probably a little bit more than fair, to be honest. And they do accept it. So we're going to trade up to that number 1 overall spot and try to take our quarterback. Let's go ahead and see who it's going to be. Alright guys, after trading up here, it is time to make our selection for the quarterback of the future. Potentially the quarterback that's going to lead us to the freaking promised lands, okay? This is where we're going here. Kyler Murray, I've never taken him. Definitely want to take him here. He's a very good prospect. A- throw power, A- throw on the run, B+ short accuracy. He has insane speed. He's 5'10", probably about 5'7", if we're being honest. But he's a freak, dude. He's a freak. He's came out, tweeted saying he's fully into football. So we'll see what he can do for this franchise and what his ratings are. 80 overall, quick development, dude. 80 overall is nice. That's very good. You need to work on that awareness a little bit. Great accuracy, though, as a whole. Good throw power. Nice throw under pressure. That speed is insane. Dude, he's got 91 speed. Are you insane right now? So before we go on here, make sure you leave in the comments what you think Kyler Murray is going to do. If you think he's going to lead us to the Super Bowl, we'll find out, though. Now, this is going to be a bit of a reach, I think, but if this is the same guy I'm thinking of, DK Metcalf, he's a freaking monster because he posted a picture, I believe, and he is freaking jacked, dude, for the draft coming up, IRL. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's the same guy, so we're going to go ahead and draft him. Alright guys, we're going to be back here in the draft, and after trading away Devontae Parker here, with our second round pick, we're going to go receiver, and there's a few available. N'Keal Harry's definitely somebody that looks nice, but I got to go with DK Metcalf, especially after that IRL picture dropped of him, and he looks like the Hulk. I mean, he looks insane, and I mean, for a receiver to be as shredded and as big as he is, IRL, it's quite insane. But we're gonna roll with him. Coming out of Ole Miss, he's a 77 overall, quick development, and that's gonna really fill in the position of Devontae Parker quite nice. I mean, we're gonna have Kenny Stills, and then this guy playing our number 2 receiver, who should catch anything that comes his way. He's 6'4", so it's gonna give us a lot of red zone talent here. Alright, back here in the 4th round, keep in mind we did trade away that extra 2nd round pick and that 3rd round pick. The 2nd round was for that 1st round pick we traded up for, and then that 3rd round pick was actually for the running back we traded for at the beginning of the rebuild, Duke Johnson. So let's go ahead and take somebody else here. We've went offense a couple times so far, but there is a decent O-line available. I mean, this guy isn't bad. There's some decent O-line, but I really need to go end because we're going to be in a pretty bad spot. But unfortunately, I didn't scout a lot of the ends, so I think we're going to go O-line here. Unless there's a free safety available that I missed, which there is not. So we are going to go O-line. Left guard's taken care of. Right guard is concerning. So this guy, I mean, it's like, which one out of these do I want more? They both have decent impact block. This guy's a better overall athlete. He put up 35 on the bench. This guy put up 38. So we're going to have to roll with him. He's a 72 overall. Oh, that's unfortunate, dude. He's got 58 awareness. That's horrible. That's not a great pick to end on. But we're going to end the draft here unless I do find a gem here in the later rounds, which doesn't happen often. But if it does, I'll let you guys know. And if not, we'll go ahead and hop right into Season 2. Alright guys, back here in year 2, and we're definitely bringing in a new look that the Dolphins have never seen. Kind of rebuilt, to be honest. A lot of new positions we brought in here, especially at the quarterback is going to be the most important. Kyler Murray is going to be our guy. We're going to see how he develops. We're going to see how he plays for us. He's an 80 overall to start, which is nice. We got Duke Johnson. I'm hoping he has a big year. We have a really good O-line, really good. I mean, Laramie Tunsil's an 86. We moved Jawan James to the center. We get Darrell Williams. Josh Sitton, a nice overall. Right guard is a bit of a concern, but I think we should be decent this year. Tight end, still got Gesicki, got the monster Metcalf here. Yeah, if you guys want to see something insane, just Google his name and type, I mean, just huge or something. You'll see his picture. He is freaking massive. And then we got Kenny Stills. Albert Wilson always does well. Defensively, I'm a little worried. I'm definitely worried. Safeties are concerning, to say the least. Linebackers, we should be good. We got Davis, the Rook. We got McMillan, who had a nice amount of tackles. And we have Baker, who's also a decent second-year prospect here. We have cornerbacks that should be good the rest of the rebuild. Maninka's up to an 87. Xavier Howard's upgrading still, and Bobby McCain's looking pretty nice as well. Defensive line is where we're not looking too nice. Usually, you know, Miami gets a good pass rush that'll get after you, and we definitely don't have that. I mean, we have a good defensive tackle in Godchecks here, and Charles Harris hopefully can upgrade well, but if not, I might, you know what I might do? For some reason, if you put a good finesse pass rusher in the defensive tackle spot, they do well, but he's not even that good of a finesse pass rusher, to be honest. Yeah, okay, our defensive line is worse than I thought, even, so that's pretty bad. We need to upgrade there really badly. So I guess we're going to have to hope our offense carries us this year, because that's what I got to hope for, you know. But let's go ahead and set our season goal. I think we can go 9 wins. Maybe Kyler Murray can sneak us into the playoffs. We'll see. Let's go ahead and hop into mid-season. So back here at the mid-season mark, and we're not looking too spicy right now with that 3-5 salty record to start it off. Murray's probably playing. I mean, we'll see. I guess let's go check out his stats real quick. I'm really interested in it. That's second passing in the league. 2,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, 13 picks. Okay. Freaking a little high on the picks, but other than that, a decent start there. I don't want to check out all the stats. I just want to see how Murray was playing. But, yeah, we're 3-5. You know, New England 6-0. Okay. That's going to happen to me when I'm playing, bro. Are you kidding me? 6-0. Players are going to have to resign, though. Laramie Tunsil, he's got to come back. He's going to be a huge building block. Xavier Howard, he's got to come back. Going to let Josh sit and test along with Quinn. Might bring back the punter. Again, I don't know how valuable these players are. Kenyon Drake, what's a little bit too much to be a backup running back for me because I'm going all in on Duke Johnson. I want to see how he plays. Going to let go of Danny Amendola. I might bring back Jakeem Grant. I do like him as like a fourth receiver just to get some deep balls here and there. So he might come back for us. And other than that, I'm going to let everybody else test. So yeah, not a huge re-signing period. I mean, we do got a tackle in Howard here, but a lot of people that we got here are going to test for us. Back here at the end of the season, we finish 5-11. Good Lord, dude. What are we doing? That's worse than the year before. How? What? What the crap? How do we finish a worse than the year before? Okay, dude. Whatever you say, Madden. I mean, good gosh. Kenny Stills don't even get an upgrade point. Let's go ahead and go into Kyler Murray's upgrades. He only gets 2, unfortunately. This definitely is one of the harder rebuilds of Madden, though. It's up there. It's up there. It's probably up there for one of the hardest, to be honest. Because you're thrown into the fire, to be honest. I mean, it's tough. They kind of leave you in a decently sized hole. Still decent stats, though, by Kyler Murray. Defensively, how many upgrades did we get? A decent amount still. Let's go ahead and upgrade McMillan here. Let's try to get him upgraded. Go ahead and get that field general upgraded for McMillan. Hopefully he had a big year as well. The thing is, though, we only are in the second year. And I know we do have a lot of holes on the team. I just didn't think it was 5-11 worthy, but yeah, defense is probably going to hurt us. I would say we actually probably had a decent offense. We'll see. So, wow, we were 24th in offense. That's not what I expected. Defensively, oh, wow, we were dead last. Okay. So that's going to be concerning here. Kyler Murray actually didn't play horrible. He played like a rookie, I mean, but that's a decent year. About 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 15 picks. I mean, I don't expect him to be godly the first year. 66% completion rate. I'll take it. I'll take it. Running the ball here, Duke Johnson gets 270 attempts, break that 1,000-yard mark. 4 touchdowns, but 4 fumbles. We're definitely going to have to work on his carrying. Kenyon Drake has a decent year as the backup. Would have loved to keep Kenyon Drake as a backup running back. Just wants a little bit too much for my liking. Gesicki leads the team in receptions with 85, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Gesicki has a monster year. DK Metcalf, 74 receptions, 600 yards, 1 touchdown. I wish I could see how many broken tackles he had. He had 300 yards racked, though. That's impressive. 71 receptions, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns by Stills. And then, for whatever reason, Albert Wilson just puts up TDs, dude. 58 receptions, 900 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's insane. Blocking the ball, let's go ahead and see how we were there. Decent. That's definitely what I want to see. Our offensive line is greatly improving. And it's looking pretty nice. 126 tackles by Jerome Baker. 112 by McMillan, 89 by Fitzpatrick. Sacks-wise, we get 6.5 by Quinn, 4 by Jerome Baker, 3.5 by Spence, 3.5 by Charles Harris. Yeah, we got to upgrade our defensive line. There's no doubt about it. Weakest spot on the team for sure. 3 picks by Jerome Baker, 2 by McMillan, 1 by Patrick McCain, and then 1 by JoJo McLunchosh. However you say that, dude. I don't even know what kind of name that was. Quickly check out who won the MVP here. Goes to Aaron Rodgers. All right, I see you, Rodgers. Rodgers doesn't win it very much anymore, does he? We're not in the top 10. Go ahead and see if we're in any of the Offensive Player of the Year. No, are we in Offensive Rookie of the Year? That'd be nice. Dang, we're not. Really? The quarterback they take is going to go 14-1-1 and win Offensive Rookie of the Year? Just my luck, bro. Just my freaking luck. But that's going to be it here for the end of year 2. An unfortunate ending, but we got 3 more years to build our team up, and I think we can do it. So let's go ahead and hop into free agency. So in free agency, this is one of the better free agencies, dude. Kenny Clark is available, and I'm going to offer him a decent-sized contract. It's a lot of money, but if we're able to land him, it is definitely going to be worth it, most certainly. I might increase it just a bit. Oh, dude, that's so much cap we're giving up, though. It's pretty much like we're going to be bringing back an Ndamukong Suh, which had a huge cap hit. We're just going to be getting a younger guy here like Kenny Clark, and this pickup would be massive. It really would. As you can see, there's a lot of good free agents available. So here's going to be my negotiations. Like, I'm going to offer a contract here to Kenny Clark. Going to offer one to Shaq Thompson, bounce him out to the right outside linebacker, and then our linebackers would be taken care of. And then I'm going to try to take care of our safety situation all in this one free agency. Try to get Von Bell as well as Sean Davis. And if we're able to land those, we'll have 2 nice, dependable safeties. We got a lot of upside. One of the guys had star development as well, so we got that to look forward to. So I'm hoping we can land these guys. Please, Kenny Clark, please come to Miami. Please come to Miami. Yes, he accepted it. We get all the free agency signings that we went after, and that's going to be a massive step in the right direction. And keep in mind as well, we still are going to have a pretty high first-round pick. The Jets are going to pick before us, but we're still going to be real high. We finished 5 wins. We should be decent. So we're back here in the draft. We picked 7th overall. Unfortunately, you know, the one time we picked 7th overall, there's no ends available, which we desperately need. And I mean desperately need a good end. And as you can see, I'm not going to really reach up to the 2nd round when we pick real early first. And there's not really any good guards available early as well. So I think I'm going to have to go with this left tackle and bounce him over to a guard. And plus he is agile, so that's not bad. He just doesn't have real great bench reps at all. But we're going to take a chance. We're going to take a chance here. We're going to draft him. He's an 80 overall. He has 85 strength. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, well, I really do like that pick then. If he has decent strength like that, he definitely can bounce inside to a guard and play quite well, in my opinion. And there still is going to be a pass rusher available that I was hoping would be here. Francis Keith, he is a early 3rd round talent. And, early 2nd round talent. And he's projected to go early 3rd. Right now we're picking 7th overall in the 2nd round. So I think we go with him. We need to get an end. We need to get a little bit more pressure on the QB. And this guy looks to be a monster. We'll see what he is. He's a 76 overall, 34 in true talent. He's a power rusher. Okay. Well, that's not the best. 70s in a lot of the categories, not great, but I'll probably bounce him over to right end and see what he can do over there. So we pretty much have left guard taken care of because we're going to bounce that tackle over to left guard. So now I'm thinking we need a right guard, a better right guard than we have. This guy's still on the board here. He just has C+ everything, and that's really not what I want at all. Left guard, we got a decent left guard over here. He's a power left guard. Didn't work out last time. Doesn't work out this time. We're going to draft him. He's going to be a 76 overall, and I'll take that. I will take that. He's definitely going to be an immediate starter over there on the right side. Going to bounce him over there. And with the last pick that I show you guys here, let's make it a good one. Let's go a running back, okay? Because we do want to get a nasty duo to go with Duke Johnson after losing the duo we had with them. Let's go ahead and try to get somebody here in the draft. This guy looks pretty good. Nicholas Taylor, B+ carrying. He's going to be more of a power back, which does fit what we need. Because Duke Johnson is going to definitely be more of an elusive back, so we'll take this guy. He's going to be a 71 overall, not great at all. But his carrying is really all that I care about. I just wanted to get a good guy that can carry the ball well, and he definitely can with 89 carrying. So that's going to do it for the draft, unless, of course, I do find a gem here later in the draft. Alright, so at year 3 here, we're definitely improved. Kyler Murray only upgraded 2 points, so that could be a down point there, but our offensive line's still good. I like the way Juwan James is developing as a center. We moved actually that left tackle rookie to the right guard because he had really good run blocking. So I wanted to try to utilize that a little bit more. And then the left guard, we just had start at left guard. Duke Johnson, 84 overall, is going to be a running back. Same receivers, though. We're still going to have Kenny Stills, Metcalf, and then Wilson's going to be the slot guy along with Gesicki. Defensively, our defensive line got a lot better. Kenny Clark is going to add a very much needed pass rushing element to the inside, which is going to be tough to stop. Plus, we have Godchecks here as a nice run stopper. We got Harris here, who we know is better at the finesse move than anything. Still doesn't have great overall stats, but he is a speed rusher. And then we get Keith here, a power rusher, that I'm excited to see what he can do. Linebacking core is young, fast, and they're really good. We have Jerome Baker. We have McMillan. We got Shaq Thompson. I like the versatility, the speed of them. I really like our linebackers. They're really good. I'm happy that we were able to fix our safeties in just one offseason, and they were all through free agency. We just straight up signed Davis and Bell, and I'm happy with that duo up there. And then cornerback should be set. Fitzpatrick's up to a 90 overall. Xavier Howard's still upgrading as well. And Bobby McCain's proven to be a real good nickel guy. So I like the way we look defensively and offensively as well. So we'll see. We changed to a spread offense. I did forget to do that, and I had been seeing better results from doing that, so I'm going to stick doing that. And I think I changed to the Patriots playbook because I think, you know, our team kind of resembles the Patriots a little bit. We want to run the ball. But the thing I kind of don't like is your quarterback never gets a lot of running attempts. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm not really able to utilize Murray's speed, which is a little tough. But let's go ahead and get to midseason. All right, so we're in a bye here, and we are 6-2. Nice, dude. Freaking 3-4 Patriots. We're 6-2, and we just got a W over the Patriots. So we're looking real hot right now, dude. How's our offense looking? We're 4th in offensive yards. Murray's on a tear, 21 touchdowns. 28th in defensive yards. I thought this would be our year, dude. I thought it would. Let's go ahead and check out the players we're going to have to re-sign here. Kenny Stills, I see, is going to need to be re-signed. He's 26. 86 overall. Definitely want to bring him back. He's a really good player. I want to bring back Devon Godchocks here. He did an 82 overall. He's upgrading well, and he's going to be a partner for Kenny Clark that I don't want to take away. Albert Wilson is tough because he's going to start regressing, but he plays so well from the slot. I'm just worried that the more he regresses, he might not have as big of a year. I think we'll bring him back, though, because he's proved to be a really good guy for us. McMillan, obviously, want to bring him back. Now, Charles Harris is going to be the real question mark. He's not going to get a deal from me unless he has a decent year. He hasn't really proved himself yet. So that's going to be a huge year for him to see what he can do. Ryan Tannehill finally can get rid of that contract. And other than that, probably not going to bring anybody back. We're going to free up a lot of cap this offseason, actually, through Ryan Tannehill. And, so, yeah, that's going to free up a decent amount. So I'm excited about that. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the year and see what our team finished. So it looks like we got a bye. We finished 13-3, and the Patriots come back and finish 12-4. So an impressive year here. 13-3 is really good, dude. We have a lot of upgrade points, so who do we want to start with? Let's go ahead and manually upgrade Murray here. Try to get him some points. Go into that scrambler archetype for him. I'll probably go 2 upgrades into scrambler, but I want to get his overall accuracies up. So I'll probably go into like field general most likely. Yeah, that's going to give me the most accuracies upgrades. We'll go into that. We get a little deep, a little short. I'd like a little bit more than that if you can give it to me, game. Come on. Kyler Murray must have had a great year. I'm excited to see what he did. Okay, so what's his stats looking like? He's got star development. That's really good. 93 throw power? Dude, he's a monster. Come on. Are you serious? Lot of upgrade points, dude. We must have had a crazy year. Man, who do I want to upgrade? Let's go ahead and upgrade Sean Davis. Let's see what we can do with him. Just keep on going into a scheme fit. Don't want him to lose that. So, yeah, these safeties proved to be a decent addition. I bet we had a pretty decent defensive year, I would say. I'd say we probably got a few sacks. If I'm banking on it here, let's go ahead and check out the stats real quick. Let's just go ahead and see who won MVP real quick. See who, because I just want to see what we got before we go into the overalls. Oh, come on. We didn't win MVP. The Patriots guy did. We come in 3rd, though. It looks like we had a monster year. 4,500 yards, 44 touchdowns, 5 picks. How did we not win MVP? What? That's insane. 70% completion rate nearly. That's insane, dude. Duke Johnson, 1,000 yards, 3.7 average, 8 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, 93 receptions, 900 yards, 11 touchdowns. Gesicki, Metcalf coming up clutch, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns, 70 receptions, 900 yards, 8 touchdowns for Kenny Stills. Albert Wilson has a good year, 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Dude, that's insane that we got robbed of the MVP there. Offensive line plays great. Defensively, 132 tackles by McMillan, 95 by Fitzpatrick, 93 by Howard there. 6.5 sacks by Shaq Thompson. 6 by Kenny Clark there. Nice addition from free agency. 5 by the Ruck Keith. That's a pretty decent year by him. 4 by Godchecks. So overall, decent year. Charles Harris with 3. 5 picks by McCain. 4 by Howard. 2 by Bell and 2 by Davis. So there's 4 interceptions there from the safeties we added. So we're seeing great progress overall. I mean, got robbed of the MVP? I got to check out. What did the Patriots guy do? Like, can you tell me something better? I mean, he threw for 4,800 yards, 45 touchdowns, 9 picks. We threw for a couple less, and we won the division. So, personally, I would have gave the MVP to Murray, but that's an insane year. Let's go ahead and see who we're going to be playing in the playoffs, though. I'm excited to see that matchup. We're going to be playing in Jacksonville. That's going to be a tough one, but we'll see if Kyler Murray can get it done in his first playoff game. All right, so we're here in the playoffs. We're 13-3, and we're taking on Jacksonville. We should definitely get a victory here, but Jacksonville scores easily, and that's a little concerning, dude. We do get 3, though. Our defense has got to step up if we got a chance. Couldn't move the ball, so Jacksonville has it in decent position. They score again. Dude, if we lose here, I'm not getting it. I mean, freaking our quarterback had a monster year. Kyler Murray was playing out of his mind. He had like 45 touchdowns to 5 picks. What's going on now, man? Red zone alert, please. Okay, well. Oh, really? We didn't score a touchdown? And now Jacksonville does. We're in the red zone, and okay, we finally get a touchdown. For a while there, we just weren't getting points. And it looks like we turned the ball over? Okay, well, it's over. Gosh dang it, dude. We're going to lose it? Man, that's unfortunate. It really is. I can't believe we lose there. 13-3. Well, we know Blake Bortles is a god in the sim, so makes sense, bro. Makes sense. Kyler Murray had an incredible year. MVP conversation. He was like 3rd or 4th. He had like 45 touchdowns, 5 picks. Playoff game, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not a great way, but when you have to pass it 49 times, I don't know if good things are going to happen, dude. We ran it 10 times. Why do we only run it that much? That's a little weird. I mean, literally 10 carries to Duke Johnson. That's a tough way to go down, but guess we're going to lose it here in year 3. Let's see if we can maybe sign somebody here in free agency, make us a little better heading into year 4. Well, we're going to be back here in free agency. A lot of money we have, and I mean a lot of money. So we're going to be able to make some signings, but you know, I don't want to get too crazy. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster is available. Again, I don't think receiver help is something we need. I know we don't have great overall receivers, but I kind of like where we're at. I like the way Kenny Stills is playing. I like the way Metcalf is playing. And I like the way Albert Wilson is playing. So I don't think an upgrade there would help much. So I'm actually not going to sign, or at least attempt to sign, Smith-Schuster. And then Jamal Adams, our safety's played well. I don't think we need an upgrade there. I've tried to give Duke Johnson his chances. I've let him start all positions for 3 straight years. He just has not impressed me. So I guess, you know, my thoughts of him were a little off. I thought he could be a number 1 running back, and he really hasn't been. So I'm going to go after Fournette here. I think that's a good signing. I feel like if we got Tariq Cohen or Lindsay, they are kind of more a Duke Johnson. I want to kind of go into get a power back, see if we can get some monster rushing yards. So I'm going to go after Fournette here. And then I'm also going to go after Carl Lawson. I did let Charles Davis go. Again, he just did not impress me. So we're going to try to bring in Carl Lawson, who would bring a way better pass rush ability. So that's going to be my negotiations with Leonard Fournette and Carl Lawson. If we're able to land them, we'll still have a lot of money. So if we don't win in year 4, heading into year 5, we could stack our team up. But I'm hoping we can do decent. So yeah, we get both of them. So that should help us out. I think I'm still going to have Duke Johnson as the 3rd down running back, though. So we should still get a decent amount of him. And our defense got better there with a decent pass rusher. So doing a draft recap here, I don't think I got anybody that's going to start with our first round pick. I had to take a QB because there really wasn't anybody I wanted in this draft available still when we picked 28th overall. So I took a quarterback, maybe could be a little bit of trade bait for us. Probably will be, to be honest. I'm not going to make any too crazy of trades right now, but if we don't do great this 4th year, I'm going to go all out. We do have a lot of cap. So I think we can make some moves heading into the 5th year if we have to. So I'm glad I have enough money to make some signings in the 5th year, because usually by then I'm pretty spent, but we got a little bit of trade bait now, and we have a lot of cap. So even if we don't do great this 4th year, I like the way we look heading into the 5th year. But let's go ahead and take a look at our team here at the start of the 4th year. So we're going to be here at the start of year 4. Like I said, we got a lot of cap here heading into year 5 if we need, but hopefully we don't, because we're looking pretty nice. We have Kyler Murray, who we're not going to have to pay this whole rebuild. So that's going to leave us a lot of cap there. We do have that trade bait quarterback we took, who's an 80 overall, which should fetch a nice price. Fournette, like I said, David Johnson had his chances. Duke Johnson had his chances, and, he really didn't make much of it. So we're going to see what Fournette can do. He's actually a decent receiving back as well, so he's going to get the 3rd down running back role. Wide receivers, Kenny still an 87 overall. Metcalf has superstar development. So he got that from last season, actually, so that's pretty nice. Kyler Murray has star development. Albert Wilson plays nice in the slot. We know that. Offensive line as a whole, I'm liking the way the tackles are shaping up, and we've improved interiorly really good. Gesicki is an 84 overall, and he also has superstar development, so that's pretty good. That's really going to help out. He's on one of my focused upgrade players. Defensively, our defensive line is finally where I'm feeling comfortable in it, because we got kind of some superstars emerging. Kenny Clark, I would say, is elite of the elite at the DT spot. Carl Lawson's a great pass rusher. He upgraded well. We signed Godchucks, and he's a pretty good run stopper. The right end is the only questionable part, but maybe we can address that if we do need. And then the linebacking core is really young and really fast. Again, like I said, they're performing well. Safeties, again, I could have went and gotten Jamal Adams, but didn't need to. The safeties we signed last year ended up playing pretty well, so there's no reason to replace them. And then I like where we're at the cornerback. We are going to have to re-sign Minkah Fitzpatrick this year, and he's going to want a lot of money, but he's worth it. And then Howard is upgraded well, too, at the cornerback spot, so I like where we are defensively. Not many holes on this team at all. Not many holes. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. We got to go playoffs, right? If we go 13-3, there's no way we don't make the playoffs, because all we do is improve this offseason. So we are 4-3 at the midseason mark. That's a little tough. Oh my, dude, look at the division. We got 2 teams that are 4-3. It's kind of been weird, because this division has been a bit of a dogfight. Almost reminded me of the NFC South. That division's always tough, and that's what this one feels like. Or the NFC East. But players we're going to have to negotiate with. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I did see Fitzpatrick. He's going to want a really big deal. We're going to bring him back. Duke Johnson, again. He had his chances. Didn't really impress me at all. So probably going to let him go. He wants a pretty big deal, and I don't want to pay him. Mike Gesicki, he's got to come back. He's not actually wanting that much for how good he is. Jerome Baker, he's got to come back. And that's pretty much it. We haven't had to re-sign too big of players this rebuild, which has left us in a pretty nice money situation. Like, what's our cap? Yeah, like, we got 47 mil right now, so even after these signings, we should have a decent amount. Wow, no playoffs for us. That's a real tough one to swallow. We finished 8-8 after going 13-3 last year. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened. Something really bad must have went down, dude. Wow, Metcalf has 6 upgrade points. Good God. So does Gesicki. He's got a lot as well. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Metcalf. Let's try to get his overall up a little bit here. We'll go into possession a few times. And then we'll go ahead and go into maybe a little bit of deep route running so we can make him a pretty complete player. He's going to surpass Kenny Stills. He's going to be a real tough freaking receiver to cover. DK Metcalf has impressed me a lot. Go ahead and go into that deep threat a little bit. I'm hoping we don't lose scheme fit here. We get 4 deep route running. We're keep on going up in overall as well. So more catching traffic. What's our ratings? Where do we want to go into? Oh my dude, look at his stats. He's got everything you would want. Just go ahead and go into possession. I want to get that overall upgraded. And he's going to be up to an 89 overall, so that's going to be really tough for defenders to deal with. Defensively, how many upgrades do we got? Definitely not as many. Nearly at all. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Let's just go with Shaq Thompson here. Go and do his pass coverage a little bit. He's up to an 85 overall. Shaq Thompson's a pretty decent linebacker here. Let's go ahead and go into stats, though. See what we did for the year. We're doing well in the passing stats. I just want to see who won MVP. Dak Prescott wins it. Elliott's up there as well. We come in at number 8 with Kyler Murray. The Cowboys had 2 people in the top 3, which is impressive. Kyler Murray has another good year, dude. About 4,800 yards, 41 touchdowns, 9 picks, 70% completion rate, running the ball. Fournette gets 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Duke Johnson picks up 8 touchdowns as well. Receiving the ball, DK Metcalf has 90 receptions, 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. Gesicki, 88 receptions, 800 yards, 12 touchdowns. Kenny Stills, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Albert Wilson, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Fournette putting up decent numbers. Blocking, how'd we do? We did really good blocking. So our offensive line played well. Defensively, 122 tackles by Baker, 121 by McMillan, 102 by Howard. Sacks, wow, we're just not getting much pressure somehow. 5 sacks by Kenny Clark. Carl Lawson only gets 3.5, but he has 14 tackles for loss. So yeah, we're just not getting much pressure there. Interceptions-wise, we're not getting many picks either. 3 by McCain, 2 by Bell, 2 by Howard, and then a couple one-bombs here. So an unfortunate year by my team. We finished 4th on offensive yards and defensively 30th somehow. That's a little crazy. But that's going to be it here for year 4. Fortunately, we do have some trade bait, so I'll see if I can pull a trade together. And we'll also go ahead and hop into free agency. So we're going to be back here on free agency. And like I said, we are going to spend all of our money. We are going to go after Von Miller. And if we get him, I am going to move him down to the right end spot, just so we can get some more pass rushes down on the D-line. We're going to go after Michael Gallup. Like, I thought our receiving core was good, but I just need to spend some money, to be honest. So I guess an upgrade there wouldn't be bad. If we had Michael Gallup, I think I want to play Metcalf at our number 1 role. So Michael Gallup, I might actually just put him in the slot, just to see what he can do there, because I know we have Albert Wilson, but if we get an elite guy like Michael Gallup and just put him in the slot, I'm curious to what would happen there. So we'll try that. Or we could put Kenny Stills in the slot. I actually think he's better for the slot, so Michael Gallup would be our number 2 guy most likely. And then we're going to go after Connor Williams. Wouldn't hurt to get an upgrade on the offensive line at all, so that's going to be who we're going after. We'll see if they accept it here. Go ahead and advance forward. Please accept it. And, oh, wow, Michael Gallup rejects it. That's going to hurt a little bit, but we do get Von Miller and Connor Williams, so we do have a decent amount of money here still, and we can still maybe try to make a trade happen. So we're actually going to go after Davante Adams here. We do get the trade to go through. We trade away a quarterback, we trade away Kidd, and we trade away a first-round draft pick, which I don't think would have got us much in the first place, so I think that's a fair trade for Davante Adams. Maybe a bit much on our part, but you got to kind of stack it in the favor of the CPU here, and I think that's going to be a good trade for us. So we're going to be able to get a very elite receiver in Davante Adams. So I think Kenny Stills will move down to that slot role, and then I think Metcalf will stay in the role he's already stayed in, just play that number 2 spot. And I like the way our receiving core is shaping up to look. It's going to be pretty nasty. Doing a quick draft recap, nobody really of importance here except a second running back that is going to play behind Fournette here, Robert Tucker. He's going to be an elusive back, maybe try to add a little bit of that role that we lost in Duke Johnson, but he's still not going to be a starter at all. He's still going to be the second guy, but just going to show you the duo that it's going to be with Fournette here and now Robert Tucker. So let's go ahead and hop into year 5. Well, we know what time it is here. It is Super Bowl or bust time. So we're going to go ahead and set the season goal to that. And then the way our team is shaping up, basically the same, a few additions added in. Offensive line is going to be mostly the same, except we did get Connor Williams, which should add some pretty good strength there to the interior part of it. Mike Gesicki is upgrading to a 90 overall now. Metcalf is going to still be the number 2 guy with an 89 overall. We're going to have Davante Adams at the number 1 spot, and then Kenny Stills is going to play the slot. Hopefully Albert Wilson still does get some snaps, though. Kyler Murray's up to a 90 overall, and then Fournette is up to a 91. Defensively here, our defensive line is really good. We have Von Miller now. We still got Kenny Clark and Carl Lawson, so all 3 of those guys bring their own set of pass rushing skills. Plus, we're going to have Godchucks here to help stop the run a bit. Safeties, I like the way they're looking. Linebackers are still upgrading, and they're not regressing at all, so they're still going to be real good for us. Cornerbacks are still really good as well. Fitzpatrick is up to a 95 overall. He's probably been one of the best players of the rebuild by so far. And then you have Xavier Howard still holding on to an 86 overall, and Bobby McCain an 80 overall in the slot for us. So I'm hoping we get back to the playoffs. I think we made enough moves to do it. We'll see if Kyler Murray can lead us to the freaking promised lands, okay? That's going to be it, though, here for the year 5 check-in. There's not going to be any mid-season seeing what players we got to re-sign, because it is the 5th year, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to simulate straight to the end of the year, and we'll see if we're in the playoffs. Just simulating these last few weeks here. Hoping we're in the playoffs, man. I really am, and we are. We get a bye. We go 11-5, but we still get a bye, so that's the most important part there. So let's just go ahead and simulate forward, see who we're going to be playing. We are going to be playing Cincinnati, and I do get to play the moment, so I'm excited about that. Get to play with our squad here. Let's go ahead and check out upgrade points. Okay, not a lot of upgrade points, but enough. I mean, Kyler Murray's upgraded. Let's go ahead and upgrade Kyler Murray. I just want to get his overall up a little bit, and then we'll probably go into his accuracies a little bit. I want to get his short accuracy up a little bit. Maybe actually strong arm wouldn't hurt. Try to get a little more throw power. Oh, he does get throw power too. So he's going to be really good for us right now. I'm curious to see what all his ratings are together. So he's going to... Oh, wow. He's got 99 short accuracy. I mean, he's really proven to be quite good so far. And then defensively, we have some upgrade points. Let's go ahead and upgrade Von Miller, because I want to get his speed rushing ability up a little bit. I mean, it's probably outrageous. It's probably almost a 99 overall still. Wow, it's down to a 92 overall. So stats, we'll go ahead and check out. Just want to see who won the MVP before we check out the yearly stats. Ezekiel Elliott wins MVP this year, and we are number 6 with Kyler Murray. I'm hoping that Fournette had a good year. We'll see, though. Kyler Murray, 4,400 yards, 40 touchdowns, a bit high on the picks, 15. 67% completion rate, running the ball 1,300 yards by Fournette, 6 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Gesicki, 85 receptions, leads the team. About 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Davante Adams, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Metcalf, about 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then Kenny Stills has a great year from the slot with 1,000 yards and 12 TDs. Sacks-wise, Connor Williams comes in and allows 11 sacks. But other than that, we didn't play horrible. Defensively, 104 tackles by McMillan. 98 by Baker, 90 by Fitzpatrick sacks. We finally get the sacks we need, dude. 17.5 by Miller, 11 by Lawson, 10.5 by Kenny Clark, 8.5 by Godchecks. Interceptions, we get 3 by Bell, 2 by McMillan, 2 by Davis, and 2 by Howard. And a couple of one-bombs here. So our team as a whole plays well. Now it's going to be up to us, really, to get to the Super Bowl. We have to win 3 games, and if we do, we are going to be Super Bowl champs. Playoffs are here, and we're going to have a home game. We'll see what we can do. Cincinnati doesn't do much here. Oh, come on, man. They score a touchdown now? Our defense needs help again? Red zone alert. We got to jump in. Good Lord, dude. What is our team doing? Off to a horrible start. 17 to the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, dude. Well, that's a touchdown right there. Kyler Murray is able to fit it in there, and that's going to be an easy touchdown on the post route. Davante Adams will never drop that. That was wide open. So we'll see what we can do now. Our defense has got to step up, man. Why is Cincinnati able to do this to us? 2-minute drill. We're going to have to see what we can do. All right, well, we need to score some points. I'm just not getting how Cincinnati's destroying my life. I'm going to... Okay. All right. I was trying to fit that in on the seam there to Kenny Stills, and I guess it gets intercepted by William Jackson. Should have lobbed it. That's on me, man. And 2-minute drill. Now we definitely have to score points here. Jesus, dude. Cincinnati is just insane right now. So we'll see what we can do here. Just going to toss it. And Metcalf is able to hang on to it. That's a great grab in traffic. Kyler Murray has 3 interceptions, and only one of those are on us. So he's not playing great either. Gotta try to get that off to Kenny Stills. And he hangs on to it. We need a touchdown here, or things might just start getting out of hand. We cannot lose to the Bengals, dude. The Bengals? Like, come on. Davante Adams, if it's man coverage, I'll probably look his way. It is going to be man coverage. I'm going to lob it. Davante Adams, it nearly gets picked. 2nd and 10 here. That's going to be open to Gesicki, and he can't hang on to it. What is going on? Wow, our team is just underperforming super badly right now. I mean, we have some elite receivers, and they're just not playing well. We have wheels with Kyler Murray. We can scramble, make a move. Oh, we fumbled it. Jesus, come on, Madden, really? What is going on there, dude? That's that Madden cheese for you. We fumble it somehow, man. Gosh dang it, dude. Gosh dang it. We're going to lose to Cincinnati here. I'm not even playing the moments, man. It's over. There ain't no way we can score 31 in the 4th. Somehow, our defense just, first of all, they just didn't play well. They didn't show up. Somehow, man. I mean, before we left, I seen our screen. We had a 99 overall offense and a 96 overall defense. I just don't get how the Cincinnati shredded me apart there. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions by Dwayne Haskins. We do throw that 1 pick with Murray, but he throws 2 on his own. Running the ball, 4 net, gets 42 yards. We're not running the ball. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. The last playoff game we lost in as well, we only ran it 10 times. So I don't know if that's a scheme thing, a playbook thing or something, but that's an unfortunate way to go out here in year 5. Altogether, it was a fun rebuild. Like I said, the Dolphins are one of the tougher teams to start with. Your offensive line is kind of in shambles. You do start with a decent tackle. Receiving core is a little questionable. They start regressing a little bit later in the rebuild. Defensively, it's just a whole bunch of struggle. Thankfully, we were able to get those decent signings there towards the end, but it does not end up working out. We lose this rebuild. Let me know in the comment section below, though, who you guys want to see next. And if you guys are new to the channel, we do a lot of Madden content here. We do a lot of rebuilds, quarterback career mode. I also do an outside linebacker career mode. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that sub button. Also, if you're interested, I do have a Patreon account. The link is down in the description below. So if you want to donate there, it would be greatly appreciated. And if not, I appreciate you watching. And thanks for all the support lately. We're flying up there in views, and I thank you guys for that. I mean, we're up to like 45,000 views now, so that's pretty insane. Gained a lot of views this last week. So thanks for all the support you have shown, guys, and I will see you guys next rebuild. Peace out.